So, hello everyone, welcome back to English Grammar and Literature World. Dear students, as you know, we have completed a lot of classes in our channel. In today's class, we'll be talking idioms and phrases based on previous year questions. So, let's start today's class. Look at the first one. What is the meaning of a blessing in disguise? So look, the idiom a blessing in disguise refers to something that seems bad or unfortunate at the first but later turns out to be beneficial or helpful. Understand? So a blessing in disguise. So you can apply a trick. Something which is blessing. That means something which is good. Okay? So a blessing in disguise suggests option A. That is a hidden advantage. Understand? Sometimes in life we feel disappointed because something goes wrong, but later we realize that the situation actually helped us in a better way. Okay? Got it? Good. Next. What is the meaning of the idiom break the ice? This one is very important. Also a very common term, that is break the ice. So the idiom break the ice means to start a conversation. Okay? So break the ice suggests to start a conversation. Actually, when strangers meet for the first time, there is often silence or awkwardness. After a few times later, they start the conversation. So option B, that is start a conversation, is the right answer. Next, what is the meaning hit the nail on the head? The idiom hit the nail on the head means to describe a situation exactly and correctly. To describe a situation exactly, or you can say correctly. Actually, just imagine a carpenter hammering a nail. So look at the option. Option D. Say exactly the right thing. Okay, so option D is the right answer. Next, what is the meaning of the idiom burn the midnight oil? So these one also very important. You have to careful about these questions. Also previous year questions. Okay. So burn the midnight oil suggests to work or study very late at night. Okay. First of all, you have to understand the context of the idiom. In earlier times, people used oil lamps for light. Okay. When they worked late at night, they had to burn the lamp oil until midnight. Okay. So because of this historical practice, the phrases came to mean studying or working late at night. So that is option B. Work late into night is the right answer. Next, what is the meaning of the idiom once in blue moon? So this one also very important. So first of all, once in blue means a rare astronomical event. Okay, so something which is rare. Okay, not common. You can say uncommon thing. That is once in blue moon. So you can select option C. That is very rarely is the right answer. Okay. So once in blue moon means something that happens very rarely or almost never. Okay. Or you can say almost never. Next. What is the meaning of the word spill the beans? This one also very important. So spill the beans means to reveal a secret. To reveal a secret. Look at the option. Option B. That is reveal a secret is the right answer. Next. What is the meaning of a piece of cake? So the idiom a piece of cake means something that is exactly easy to do. Okay. Something which is easy to do. That is called a piece of cake. So option C. That is very easy is the right answer. Next. What is the meaning of the idiom bite the bullet? So the idiom bite the bullet means to accept and face a difficulty. To accept a difficult situation. Or you can say something which is not good, something which is unpleasant and painful situation. Okay. So option A, that is face a painful situation bravely. That is the right answer. Bullet represent something which is not good, something which is very painful. Next, what is the meaning of the idiom under the weather? So this one also very important. So under the weather means feeling sick. Or you can say feeling unwell. So look at the option A, that is feeling ill is the right answer. Next, what is the meaning of cut corners? The idiom cut corners means to save time or money by doing something which is careless or improper way. Option D, do something cheaply or badly. Okay, next, what is the meaning of the idiom cry over spilt milk? The idiom cry over spilled milk means to feel sad or regretful about something that has already happened and cannot be changed. Okay, that means regret past mistake. Okay, option A, regret past mistake is the right answer. Actually, when milk is accidentally spilled, it cannot be put back into the glass. Okay, similarly, this idiom teaches us that there is no benefit in worrying about past mistake. So option A is the right answer. Next, what is the meaning of the idiom in hot water? First of all, in hot water suggests one kind of trouble or facing a difficult situation because of a mistake or wrongdoing. So in hot water means facing a difficult situation because of wrongdoing. Okay, so look at the option C, insidious trouble is the right answer. Next, what is the meaning of the idiom at the 11th hour? This one also very important. So look, 11th hour generally suggests last moment. The idiom suggests a situation where someone delays an action and finally completes it just before time runs out. Okay, so you can simply say doing something that very last moment. So look at the option B, that is at the last possible moment is the right answer. Next, what is the meaning of the idiom add fuel to fire? So look, fire suggests something which is very, you can say, catastrophic, and you are adding fuel into fire. That means you are worsening the situation, you are intensifying the situation. Okay, so look at the options. Option D, make problem worse. So option D is the right answer. Next, what is the meaning of the idiom hit the sack? So look at the word sack. The word sack refers to bed. Okay, so the idiom suggests or means to go to bed or go to sleep. Go to sleep, or you can say go to bed. Okay, so look at the option B, that is go to sleep. Okay, so both are right. Okay, go to sleep is the right answer. Next, what is the meaning of the idiom kill two birds with one stone? So tell me the right answer. So the idiom kill two birds one stone, that means to achieve two objectives with a single action or effort. Okay, so option C, solve two problems at once. Next, what is the meaning of the idiom let the cat out of the bag? Let the cat out of the bag means to reveal a secret accidentally, or you can say to reveal a secret unintentionally or accidentally. Revealing secret is the right answer. So look at the option B, that is reveal a secret accidentally is the right answer. Next, what is the meaning of the idiom a storm in a teacup? A storm in a teacup means making a big issue or creating a lot of excitement about something that is actually very small, or you can say unimportant. So option A, a lot of anger over a small matter is the right answer. Next, what is the meaning of the idiom throw in the towel? Throw in the towel means to give up or admit defeat. So simply you can say to admit defeat. So option D, that is admit defeat is the right answer. Next, what is the meaning of the idiom the ball in your court? The ball is in your court. That means the responsibility to take the next action now belongs to you. So you can choose option A, it is your turn to act. Next, what is the meaning of the idiom a bolt from the blue? This one also very important. A bolt from the blue refers to something very sudden and completely unexpected, something which is unexpected. So look at the option. Option B, that is sudden and surprising event is the right answer. Next, what is the meaning of the idiom by leaps and bounds? So this one very very important. Leaps and bounds generally suggest to increase, grow or improve very quickly and significantly. To increase or to grow something quickly. So option C, that is rapidly is the right answer. Okay. Next, what is the meaning of call it a day? So the idiom call it a day means to stop working or finish the day's work. To finish. To finish. So look at the option. Option A, that is stop working is the right answer. Next, what is the meaning of the idiom face the music? The idiom face the music means to accept the consequence or punishment for one's action or mistake. So to accept punishment for any kind of wrong. Okay, so option B, that is accept punishment is the right answer. Next, so look at the last one. What is the meaning of in the blink of an eye? I think you people know the answer of the idiom. So look at the option. Is it very slowly? Is it very clearly? Is it with difficulty or very quickly? So what is the right answer? Let me know in the comment section. So here are total 25 questions with explanation. So keep reading, keep writing and keep watching English Grammar and Literature World. Thanks for watching.